So hi everyone, good afternoon all. So I am Sachin Bharadwaj here to teach you all Java backend development regarding things like how industries work with these technologies and all, like what is the role of Java, how to make use of it, and how frameworks work like Spring Boot, and Hibernate, all these things, how database is going to interact with the technologies, like completely the real world entity, how industries work. We are going to learn all these things one by one in this entire sessions. So please be focused, and I won't make you feel bored. I'll make it everything like precise and interesting. So let's have. Okay. So firstly, we are going to know what we are going to learn in this entire series. We are going to learn core Java for the first 12 to 14 sessions. Okay. Next, we are going to enter Spring Boot. This is the framework. From here on, it goes on continuously. Okay. Later, we'll learn Hibernate or Data JPA. Then we'll learn one database, that is MySQL database. So here Java is a language technology. Spring Boot is a framework for designing web applications. Hibernate to interact with databases. MySQL is a database to store data. These things. Now, now we'll cover some tools. What are those tools? Firstly, we'll go with IntelliJ IDEA. Okay, IntelliJ IDEA. What is this? This is known as some IDE, means integrated development environment. Actually, what it is? Okay, we'll come to next. Okay, next we are using some tool known as Postman for testing our APIs. Okay, testing APIs. These two tools we are going to learn. So without wasting time, let's see how a Java program looks like and how it works and what is the purpose of it. Firstly, we are going to learn all the components first. Like imagine you are going to construct some house or a building. Firstly, you need to know whether you need a stone or a brick, and then we'll come to cement or concrete. Then you need some iron rods and all. For later we'll come for designing, how to design architecture and all. So firstly we'll learn what is brick, what is stone, like that. Before developing any application, you need to learn each of the components. Like we are learning different materials, then we are integrating all those materials and building an application. So firstly, step by step we'll go. So I am opening here IntelliJ tool. As I said to you, IntelliJ is something like an environment where all the things have been readily available to you to make use of it, instead of focusing and wasting time on gathering the things from different sources, or like to avoid that time waste and directly focus on development. This kind of tool is available in market, that is IntelliJ. It is similar to Eclipse, NetBeans. All these things are similar. VS Code, okay, Visual Studio Code, all these things are same. But in our sessions, we are comfortable to use IntelliJ. Okay. Now here, what does it contain? It contains some interface, good user looking interface, so that user can understand. See here, suppose you want to create some new project. Imagine, click on new project, provide some like name to your project. Let's provide some first project. Name will be something like first project. And you need to create one location where all of your projects which you build will be stored in one directory. Let me create one folder here. Let's take something like you are from February batch, right? Web window, okay, is your directory. So I am going to select this directory. Whatever we create, all that programs will be stored inside this directory. Now it is asking to project will be created in this folder. Okay, this is the path to save something. Next, create Git repository. As of now, we don't need. What is Git? You'll come to see later. So build systems. Let it be as we are using IntelliJ. Let it be the IntelliJ. Here, JDK is here. Okay. What do you mean by JDK? Just a second. I'll mute you. Okay. See, what is mean by JDK here? Any one of you know about JDK? What is JDK? Java Development Kit, right? Yes. So Java Development Kit. Okay. So this is a kind of package. Like imagine this is kind of a folder which contains many subfolders and some files. Like it is a kit used to develop anything using Java things. Okay. So if you take any like any cricket bat kit, what will be inside there? Like any bat, ball, helmets, pads, stumps, all these things. Like all these are tools to play cricket. Similarly, this Java development kit contains tools used to develop Java applications. Okay. So it is asking us to select the Java development kit version. Right now, Java 25 is available. The version of Java is running 25. In the March 27 is going to release. Java 27 is going to release in March. So this is the current version. You need to remember Java 25 is running as of now for today date. But we are going to learn firstly up to Java 7 version. Okay. Whatever we learn, all those things belongs to Java 7 version. Imagine we are learning Java 7 up to Java 7. So let it be, this will be default. Just go to create project. Okay. Now some main.java something it is written here. Okay. I'll tell you firstly here, ignore this. Directly go to src folder here. See, this is the file explorer of your project which you have created. Your project name is first project. Go to src. Inside this there will be files. So here select on src and right click and go for new and create some Java class. Again here the question goes here, what is Java class? Okay, just have a look. I'll explain it later. So I am selecting here create a Java class. Means you need to create one class with some name. Let me take my name will be like test one class name. Just click on enter. You come to see here public class test one. So class is a keyword here which is used to mention that to the JVM. Means whatever you write inside this notepad and save and run the program, in the background Java virtual machine is responsible to compile your code. Means check your code for any errors or any kind of illogical things or any spelling mistakes, then it will execute. So we are telling the JVM that I am going to create a class with the name this one, and these are some blocks. Means whatever you write inside this opening brace and the closing brace belongs to this class. This is like a like these are like barriers. Whatever you belongs to that class right here. So whenever you want to create anything in Java, first thing you need one class and one main method. How does main method looks like? See here. You need to write one main method that is known as public static void main and use something like this string arguments. Inside the main method, you are going to write your content, means purpose of your program. What you want to do with your program? Suppose your program wants to show you whatever you write here, or else your program wants to make some arithmetic calculations, or your program wants to like create some objects or whatever it might be. That tasks is going to be written inside this method. So let me take simple one task. I want my program to show me whatever I write there. So we need to use system dot out dot println is some kind of syntax which is used to print the statements whatever you write inside the program. Suppose I want to see. So I want to print this statement. Hello Java learners. I want to greet you people. So I want to show this statement by executing the first program. So this is the first program I wrote here. Please observe this carefully. Some public is keyword, class is keyword, this is some another keyword. So many different things are there. You will be confusing or you will not getting, like if you are beginners, if if anyone is new, completely new for programming or Java or whatever it may be, will be confusing. What is this line? So let me hit the run button and show you the output. Then I'll come to explain you what are the things and why to write. Okay. I have wrote this. This is the run button which is available. If you click on it, this code is going to be saved and compiled, then executed by the JVM, and some kind of output will be produced here. See what happened here? Hello Java learners is the output we got. Suppose, let me take something. Instead of some statement, I want my Java program to provide some calculation. I want to add something like this. So what should be the answer? 7 plus 7 into 7. 56. Still any answers? Into 7. Okay. Let's run and see this. See, will you give the same statement? You got some calculation. Means your program is behaving like some addition or like arithmetic calculator. If I put double quotes to this one, okay, if I put like this, will it calculate? No, it will not calculate. As you are mentioning some statement inside the double quotes, the same statement is going to be shown in the console. See? Means you need to observe one thing, whatever you write inside this syntax, if you put double quotes, the same thing will be reflected. If you don't put double quotes, then some kind of logical operation is going to be performed. So we have seen this. If I remove this one, it is showing me logical operation of that 56 result. If I keep double quotes, the same thing is going to be printed. Similarly, we have wrote previously something. What was that? Hello Java learners in the double quotes. So same thing has been reflected here. What if I remove double quotes? Yes. Compilation error. Let's see. See what it is saying? Test1.java. Test1 is your class name. Okay. .java is the file extension. You are saving this file with .java extension like .xl, .xls, .notepad, TypeScript, all this thing like Java. Java. Next here, see what it is showing. Some kind of problem it is showing. See, 10 problems are there, 10 errors. This closing bracket or some kind of comma expected. Can you understand this error? Anybody? If you are aware of this Java, then you will understand. If you are a beginner, will you understand what is the mistake here?
Quotas are not given, sir.
Sorry,
Double quotas.
double quotes are not given, right?
Yes, sir.
See, double quotes are not given because of that. Okay, we are getting that error. But how did you came to know that missing of double quotes will cause an error by seeing this output? Are you getting my point, everybody? Yes. The people who joined online, please respond. Okay, this is not any kind of strict session. Please be friendly. I'll be also friendly with you completely. Post your queries or any kind of your thoughts directly. Okay, don't feel anxiety or something else. Okay, be free. See, how come we come to know this error will cause? So even though here it is not written clearly, right? You are missing double quotes also. See, it is saying you are missing bracket or might be comma expected or might be semicolon, but it is not telling that double quote is missing, right? So these are known as systematic syntactical errors. If it is a syntax error, then it will clearly mention you what is the mistake. See, if you want, I'll show you. If I miss this semicolon, see, what is that? Expected semicolon in line 5. Means you will understand clearly only that is the mistake. This is a syntax error. Previous one was systematically syntactical error. They are not clearly explained in the output console. You need to learn based on this syntax structure. Okay, that's why I'm telling you. I have shown you two examples. What happens if I put double quotes? What happens if I remove double quotes? If you remove double quotes, whatever the logical operation is there, it is going to be performed. If you put double quotes, the same statement is going to be printed. Okay, got it, everybody? Any doubt? So this is the first program we have seen so far. So now, how this code is working internally, I don't take you so much deep and confused. It is not required for you people. No need. You just need to know how to write some syntax, where to write, when to write. That's it. Okay. No need of how internally it works. If I go through that, then it will be entirely an academic syllabus. So it will take long time. No need. So now you are seeing some interface here. Please observe this screen carefully. What are all the things available here? Observe it carefully. Some sections have been divided here. How many sections are there? What each section is showing? See, check it. So this is something like a notepad file, right? Whatever you want to write. To write some program, there is some notepad file. To see the folder structure, we are having this is one section. To see the output, this is known as console. Console section. Console. To see the execution output. And there is some ready-made button to run this one. Still, there are many features. If you want to close project, open project, save project, or kind of any settings, or manage IDE, you want to repair it, reload, all these things. So, the same thing which I have performed here using the simple program to print hello Java learners. If I don't use this IDE, tell me any possibilities. How can I do that? For that, I'll tell you. Firstly, to write some program. Okay, firstly, to write some program, we need some notepad file. Is it? To write some program, we need some notepad editor. After that, we are going to save that file with .java file. Okay. You can write something in a notepad file and save that file with .java. Then this file .java, imagine program is test1.java. Next, this file, whenever you save and provide to JDK, Java Development Kit will take this and convert it into .class file. .class file means this is a Java language you are writing here, but system doesn't understand your English. Okay. If I speak in Bhojpuri, will you be able to understand? No. So if any Kannada, Karnataka people or like Andhra or some other people speak any other language, will Bhojpuri people understand? No. We need some mediator to translate for both people, for the human being and for the system. System means your computer. So computer, which language will understand? Binary language. So binary languages means 0, 1, 0, 1. Only these two. Based on these two literals, the entire language has been built. So will it really understand this 0, 1? The question goes to you. Will it understand really 0, 1? Machine? Compiler, okay. See, this is some machine. Okay, computer is some electronic machine, right? Is it really understand 0, 1? What is 0 and what is 1? Everyone, please answer the question. Is it really understand? Will, if your electronic machine computer is able to understand 0, then why it is not able to understand this sentence of Java? If it is able to understand 1, 0 is understanding, 1 is understanding, then why it is not able to understand A, B, C, D? Zero as 1. No, no compiler. So how it will understand zeros? See, question is here. Java is not directly understood by the electronic machine. Okay, I understood clearly. So then what is the language that our computer will understand means you are telling binary language. Okay, I agree. I'm asking the question, are you sure that will it understand 0, 1? No. It doesn't understand 0 and it doesn't understand 1. People like users have created some code language to understand the electronic functionality. If your system is turned off, then it is for our understanding to communicate with the system. If the system is off, then user needs to understand it is 0. If the system is on, user needs to understand it is 1. System won't understand 0, 1. It just only understand either I need to get power on or either I need to get power off. That's it. Okay. This is also one like uh, what we can say. This is also a unclear statement provided for everybody. Binary language is not going to be understood by system. It is also for our convenience only to understand the system. Okay. It just knows how to get on, how to get off. Based on that, things are performed. Okay, that is completely electronic circuit. You don't have to move it. So dot class file here. So suppose I wrote something here, like something like this: system dot out dot println. So I have wrote in Java language, which is familiar with English language. Okay. Then this class dot class file is going to be converted into dot class file, this normal Java file. Now inside this is going to be converted into some binary code. Again you will say 010001. Then it will understand based on this principle. This compiler will make it turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on, and provide the task back to the user in same English language. So here one mediator will be there. Mediate is known as Java compiler. So what is present inside this dot class file? This entire syntax is going to be converted into some kind of special character language. Okay, like this, like this, that human being can't read. For this, only JVM can read this bytecode. This class is known as bytecode. Bytecode. Only JVM can read this one. This directly here, English is converted into binary language and process back binary to English. That is enough. But due to security reasons, Java has introduced one third phase that is known as dot class file, which contains the bytecode. Only the JVM can understand that one. No one will, suppose you write it this one, convert into zip folder and send it. That zip code is going to be directly understandable by the JVM only. No other person in this world can understand that. Because of privacy things, it has created like that. Okay. Just to have awareness, these you are not going to make use of anything. Okay. You are not going to work on these things. Just to have some introduction before going into program, I'm telling you how internally it is going to compile. Okay. Just have some awareness. That's it. No need to learn this one. Now see, we need this one and we need this. I said this. Who will convert dot class file? If you write in notepad file and save it, that will be present inside your folder. Who will convert into dot class file? You need again Java development kit. So again inside that you will be having JVM, JRE, all these things. Okay. After, even though you have installed Java development kit in your laptop, you want to run that one. You will run it. But where you will see the output, you need some console section. If you got any error, how will you go back and modify your file? So instead of focusing all these different things, all those required things have been gathered and provided in one environment that is known as integrated development environment. Instead of wasting time on focusing the sources, directly focus on logic and start building application by using this IDE. That's why we make use of this thing. IntelliJ, NetBeans, Eclipse, VS Code, all these things. Any one is enough. So this is the first program. So now class and a main method. These two are very important things whenever you build any program. So I want to print some another line. How can I print? Copy the same line and do it. Copy the same line and paste it here. Connect. See, after typing some changes here, I have wrote one more statement to print for Spring Boot. Did I save this program? If you are writing in Notepad, then you need to save it again. So automatically saves. All these kinds of features are available inside this IDE. See, you got two lines. So understand the structure of the first Java program, how it looks. Firstly, you need to have use two keywords. One is, and then here you need to use a class name, generic structure, and open the brace and close the brace. This belongs to this block. Now write a main method. Main method means a kind of entry gate for any kind of building. Whenever you save and run the program, firstly Java will find this main method and enter inside that and executes each one of the tasks one by one. You need to write this thing as it is, no need to make changes here. Okay, main, here I'm writing something here, string arguments, write like this and write your tasks. Okay, whatever you want. So this is the generic structure of Java program. Please everybody take a snap of this one. Done. So now to learn, we have seen the structure. We need one class and we need one main point of main method. Now we are going to learn language, Java language, right? So if you want to learn any other language, imagine if you want to learn English, firstly you need to know what are alphabets, then you need to frame words, then you need to create grammatical structure, then you need to use of pronunciation, right? All these things. Similarly in Java also. Why we are using Java means to perform operations on data using some language, that is Java. As we have discussed, information technology means performing operations on data using some technology. Here our technology is Java. Okay. So firstly, data. Data means any kind of information, either it might be a written data or vocal data, or it might be some kind of any visual data. It might be in photography also. Okay. It might be in videography, audio, or in written or type of letters, invitations, whatever it might be. But you need to perform some operations on data. As we discussed, we are having only 4 generic operations to perform on data. First one was create the data. We can create the data. We can next read the data. We can update the data. Means we can make any changes, edits or something like that. Finally, we can remove the data. Means delete the data. These 4 are the generic operations which we are going to use in entire IT industries. Okay. So now, how can we create data? How can we read data? Firstly, data has been segregated into different portions. As per this IT technologies, data is segregated. Firstly, if data is in the form of numbers, means like this, 2, 3, up to n numbers. This data segregation is known as integers. Okay, integers. If there are any alphabets or special characters like A, B, C, Z up to this, comma, at the rate or hashtag or exclamation, whatever it may be. These are known as characters. If any words are there, This is known as string. Means group of characters is known as string. Any decimal numbers are there. Or you can put like this 63791 like this. Known as floating points. If more than 6 digits are there, same decimal, then it is known as double. If your data is in the form of only either it is true or it is false, then that is known as Boolean. Data segregation in Java is based on this thing. Okay. For numbers, we'll call it as int. For single decimal or like up to 6 decimals, we'll call it as float. If more than 6 decimals are there, we'll call it as double. If any character means single character you are writing, either it is an alphabet or a number or any kind of exclamation mark or any special character, then it is known as char. If group of characters is there, either it might be a word or a password. Password is contains group of different characters. That is known as string. If it is true or false, only that, then it is known as Boolean. Okay, we are working on these data types. So for this thing, I'll tell you, it would look like this. Integer means imagine 1, 2, 3, and so on. Floating point means 1.5. Let me take 2.76314 up to 6. Double means 1.5193785 like that, and so on. More than 6 decimal digits. This is up to 6 decimal. This is greater than 6 decimal. Okay. Character. Here you need to mention single quote values. Suppose you want to write A, then you need to use this single quotes for this one. If you want to write any hashtag, then you need to use this one. If you want to make any number as character 1, use it like this. Okay. String means here again you need to use double quotes, group of characters. Let's take word. This is a string data. If some sentence is there, hello, I am from RJS. This is also a string. Okay, like this. Boolean, either it is true or okay, whether it is false. These are known as data types in Java. Okay, data types in Java. So take this snap. Yeah, we can use it later. Less long is there, short is there, but like you will get confused whenever there is requirement. I'll make some add-on to it so that you will understand easily. If I explain you now, it would get confused. Okay. So data types. Let's see how some data types are going to be written in a program. So suppose some data is there. Okay. Imagine. Suppose some data is there. Let us take solids, liquids, gases, all these things. If you are having some water, water is your information. You have segregated that information. Water means it is a liquid. Means data type is liquid. Data is water. Imagine there are two waters. Both data types is liquid only. Both data is water only. Then you need some reference point. Means a kind of thing to represent that, like water 1 or water 2. See, this water is stored in some glass. Another water is stored in some tank. Right? Both data types are liquid. Both data is water only. But the containers are different. Water in glass, water in tank. Here tank is a reference, glass is a reference. That is known as variable. Okay, to create some representation to data is known as a variable, means a container. Variables means some kind of names we are putting. So let's see simply. Okay, inside this program I want to create two datas. My data type is integer, means I want to use numbers as my data. Firstly I need to declare int. I'm having two numbers, I want to add two. First reference number I'll take it as a is equals to 2 and ending with semicolon. See why I am ending with semicolon here means every statement should be terminated there and next line is going to be started. If you don't write like this, okay, imagine if you write here, if you don't write like this, and if you write something a equal to 2 and you'll write integer b equal to 3, you'll write integer again b equals to 4. If you don't use any statement semicolon, then this all these statements are merged together. To create some clarity, to separate different statements, we are using this termination step. Okay, you might be asking why here we don't use semicolon, why here? Because this is having some braces already, to get some clarity. Okay? Like that I have declared one variable whose value is 2. So now see what is data here. Everybody tell me data, what is data here?
Int.
Sorry, what is data here?
Int, sir.
No, int is not data. 2 is the data. See, this is the water, this is a tank, this is the liquid. See again here, int means data type. This is a reference name for our data, means variable. This is a original data, means value. See, if you compare, integer is known as liquid category of data. This is imagine like a tank, this is water. Okay, firstly we need to declare, and I'm writing something like this. This is known as commented line, which our JVM will ignore, which will not include in our program. Just for our reference we are writing here. Okay, see, firstly you need to declare data type, then you need to write a variable name. Okay, variable name, then use this equals to symbol and write the value. This is the generic syntax of declaring a variable. Okay, so I have taken one integer data, I want to take another integer b equals to 4. See, 4. Now if I go inside this statement system.out.println, this line please get by hearted, you will get repeatedly, you will see, come to see this repeatedly, you will understand. Okay, this line is used to see our execution in the console. Whatever you write inside this line using double quotes, the same thing is printed. If double quotes are not there, logical operation is performed. What logical operation means? Based on your operation, what you have mentioned there, that is going to be performed. So now here, previously I had made like this, 7 into 7, something like this, 7 plus 7 into 7, right? I wrote like this. So this was my previous operation. Now, if I want to add both 2 plus 4, I need to put a plus b and end it. No need to write this double quotes and all. If you write double quotes, again a plus b is going to be printed there. If you won't write, then it will check. See how it happens. I'll explain you the flow. 6. You got the output. Now see, you are saving. So you have wrote some code here. I said to you that always the file name is going to be saved with class name.java. What is your class name here? Test1, right? So test1.java is saved and given to JVM. Here test1 is public, clearly mentioned. So anyone can access. Public means anyone can access. Even JVM also accessible. Again here, inside this test1.java, it goes inside this class and it will try to find this main method. Where is main? If it is here, then it will check whether I am accessible to it or not. So still it is public, I can access. It goes inside here, comes here JVM, and it will check like what is there exactly. See here, if you go over here, he have declared some variable with value 2. Okay, next line, here's declare another variable. Next he wrote some print statement. Inside that he wants to, okay, he wants to add these two variables. A value is 2, B value is 4. 2 plus 4, 6. And it is going to be printed here. Understand? Like that is going to. Now, let's make some differences and check our JVM how it behaves. So instead of public, if I keep it private, what happens? Will our program executes? See, will our program executes? No. Why means private method is not accessible for outsiders. JVM is outsider. Insiders means whoever the lines present inside these blocks, syntaxes. See, if I wrote private here, this run button is automatically disabled. See, if you mention public, it will be open again. Okay. Next, instead of static, if I remove, okay, still it is existing. Let's run. What do you got? Public void main means no need of static. Still your program is existing, but it won't work. If you want, I'll show you here. Just go to some online Java compiler. Some CodeChef is better. These are the providers. See here. Okay. See here. The same thing. This is the class name and public static void main. This is the extra statement. No need to worry about. I will remove this. I'll remove it. Now here, if you write the same statement, integer a equals to 2, again integer b equals to 4, right? Later you are writing a plus b. Let's execute. You get 6 again here in the output. See, you got the output here 6. Now, if I remove this one, see here, will it execute or not? No, it will not execute. What happens here? Missing program to run. Try help for more information. Means this is the entry point. If JVM is not able to enter inside the program, then how it will show you what is the error. So this is the fixed syntax. It is static. Static means no need to create object. We can directly call the program using class name. No need to create objects. If I tell you now, you'll get confused. I think in third session or fourth session, I'll explain you clearly about static. Okay, I'll take you firstly into some flow. So what we can remove, I just want to show you here. Okay, if you remove void, still it won't work. See, invalid method declaration, return type required. Write like this, showing. Okay, I'll make it here. So void, if I change main method name itself, I'll change it to name. See, still it is not able to recognize. If you change here, still it won't recognize. But if you change here, instead of args, I'll write a, still your program works because that is a variable name. Variable a is already defined in the main method. Okay, these two are getting same. I'll put something like this, ar. You'll get 6. Means this entire structure should be same. That's why I'm telling you to by heart in the initial sessions. Later you will come to understand why I need to write only in this way only. Okay, so this was the first program. Here we came to print even though we remove static, but there it was not successful. Why? Because IDE makes it default. Okay, all these things are very minor mistakes. IDE will automatically add and compile it. It always allows us to focus on development, not on these minor things, this environment. Okay, so that's why it doesn't show. And so quickly you can see, you can declare integer like this. Suppose you want to declare float value. Float, okay, b is equals to 1.56789. Okay, 90. We'll put something like this. 2 else 11. And you need to write some notation in the ending f. Okay. If you want to declare double, c is equals to 1.6767565645. I'll show you the difference here. Okay. If I print this one here, see, yeah, more than 6 digits, I'll show you the difference here. 567 means 3 digits, 8911. Let's see. Let's print and see that. Okay. System dot out dot println. Here we are going to print a b value. Okay, b value. So what it prints, let's see. You got 5678911. So it is printing. Let me add 567. You got up to 11 only. 567 is not added. Now just imagine I'll remove this f, okay, and I'll change this data type to double. Now see, you'll get entire thing, right? So it is up to 6 or 7 digits limitation if your decimal number is that like that. Now, so it is the declaration of data types here. Now, how a character is declared? char. Suppose put anything. A is equals to something like this. Put dollar symbol inside this. This is one character. Okay. Already A existing. Sure. That's why it is showing red mark D. Right. You can declare some string value here. See, string is a special data type here. String is a special data type. Why means it is not a regular data type. It is an object. It is an object. What is mean by object? We'll come to know further. Okay. Let's take E equals to. Let us take something. Hello guys. Something like this. Are you really willing to learn Java? See, this entire statement we can put it inside a string. And that. So you got an entire thing, long information. So if any mobile number is there, okay, if any mobile number is there, See here, I'll show you. Some person asked me about the long data type, Basuraj, I think. I'll explain here. Imagine some mobile number is there. Data type name is integer and a variable name is cell number. Let me take something 6363546578. 10 digits number, right? See, totally 10 digits. 9, 10. If you go and print cell number here, what do you got? Integer number too large means it stores up to 8 numbers only. Integer capacity, it is 4 bytes. See, if you go up to here, 8 numbers, you got, right? Even if you add ninth number, you won't get. Ninth got, okay, 10th. So how to store the mobile number? Exactly. This is a 4 byte number. Integer stores 4 bytes of number. So we need to use, instead of long, you need to go for long. So integer, we need to use long data type. Just a second. Long int. Yes. Anything is missing?
Sir, there give the L, sir. 7878.
Exactly. Good point. Good point. Yes, we need to mention it with like floating point we are mentioning in some IDs. Okay, here it is working like this. So for floating point, we need to provide ending F. For long, we need to provide L. Okay, this is the difference. If you are storing more than 9 digits, and integer, long, float, double char, string is also done, and boolean. Let's see that how it looks. Okay, boolean. Boolean. Let's take F is equals to true. Okay, if you print F here, you got 2. Here you can print something like this also. 0, you'll get false. This is ID issues. Even you can work with this things also. True and false are similarly to 0 and 1. Okay, these are some ID issues. So for storing like that thing, true and false, Boolean data type is used. Okay, so understood first program, how it looks. Okay, I don't think like this first session won't be interesting because you'll get fully confused if you are beginners. If you are learners, then you'll feel something like when we'll move for next session. Why? Because we need to cover everybody. Beginners are there and some intermediate persons are also there who can understand basic level of Java and like that. Okay, no worries. From tomorrow's session we'll make it more interesting as we have like crossed this intro part. Okay guys, so then let's wind up. Okay, thank you all. And one more thing, please wait it. I'll be sending this recording link in the group every day. Okay, please download and put yourself, or else I'll send the drive link itself. Okay, recordings are also available, and don't miss any session. If you are missing due to any purpose, please watch recording, don't skip that. We need to follow the complete process. If you skip 1 or 2 class, you won't understand next session. Okay, thank you all.